share the screen. Recording has started now. So, okay, before that, you can introduce yourself.
Your voice is breaking.
Okay. Now, voice is clear now.
Is still a little bit low, but let me set up my side, the volume. Yeah, that's good. Okay, go ahead.
Now, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So I'm going to share the screen. Now, screen is visible to you.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
So Arshad, I have one question.
Yes.
So you have any experience with that test Cypress with what you call Cypress automation with TypeScript?
TypeScript. I have experience with the Cucumber by using Cucumber.
TypeScript or the Docker? So sorry, with Docker.
No, I have not worked with Docker.
Okay.
I have used Cucumber for Bdd Approach.
Okay.
Behavior development. So, before that, let me introduce myself. As you know, my name is Arshad Hamood, and I have 10 plus years of experience in US and UK based companies. Currently living in Islamabad, capital of Pakistan. So, as I have worked on many projects during my quality assurance, and now you can introduce yourself.
I mean, hold on, Arshad. It's hard to hear you. Let me just 1 minute. So, maybe, is it possible? Can you make your volume a little bit higher if you don't mind?
Let me check.
Yeah, go ahead now. Yeah, your volume is a very low output level.
Now.
Yeah, that sounds good now.
Oh, now you can hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Yes, now it is better?
Yes.
Okay. I think it should be better because I have connected with my USB mic.
Okay.
So it should be better now. Sound should be better now. So we were discussing about, okay, I have told you about my experience and I want to know about yours.
My experience, I come from the non-IT background, so I don't have much experience on anything. So I know 60% of the manual testing, 60 to 70% of the manual testing, and about the automation is like 20%. I mean, it's not completely, but still I know 20% of it. Some bit of the Java commands, but not all of the Java commands. And luckily, I got the project with the help of my friend. So that's why I was looking for the Cypress automation training, and my client should be the Intel.
Okay, Intel. Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
Intel.
Intel, India, Intel. You are from India, so that's why.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Definitely, I will help you in Cypress regarding crash automation. So this session, introductory session, in this session, I will show you how we can configure Cypress, and if you want to know much more about something, why we need to automate test automation, pyramid testing quadrants,
Yes,
and we can also
yes.
discuss these. So let's start. So first of all, question comes into our mind: why should we automate? So there are many reasons. First one is manual testing takes too long. As manual testing, we usually humans are involved, and it takes too much time to automate to complete the testing, because most of the companies in this world are following agile Scrum. So we in Scrum we have two weeks sprint. So in 2 weeks it is very difficult to keep up with the coding and moving towards the release. So this was the reason, and second reason is it reduces error prone testing tasks. As manual, if we automate one script, then second time it will run on the same way. So it reduces error. So there are less chances of error, because if task is given to humans, so humans may get tired, they may make mistakes, so there is possibility of errors. So this is the benefit for automations. So another point is it's free up time to do best work. As we if we have automated regression tests, so our testers are free and they can do exploratory testing, so they can learn new things, they can innovate, they have the time. So that is another benefit. And it is also provides the safety net. Automations are our safety nets, because after each deployment, after each change, we run and we can quickly find the issues. If there are issues, it, it tells us immediately. So it provides quick feedback. So another one is test uh, provide documentations. Our automated tests are our live documentation. When we write the test cases in CSV file or Excel file, these are static documentation. They may not be get updated, but these automated test scripts, if they are not get updated, then our tests will fail. So these are live documentation, mean they reflects our current code, what code is running, and is there any issue, we can find it. And it provides best on return on investment, as we have invest lot of time, effort, money on the testing automation. So at the end, it paybacks us. So if you have any question which you have discussed about the reasons why we should automate.
No, I don't have any questions right now.
Okay, you can interrupt me if you have any question for further clarifications.
Sure.
So these are some of benefits which I have discussed with you. There are obstacles, because it's not easy to automate. First one is there is initial learning curve, because if we have not team which is not ready, and there may be manual testers we don't have coding experience. Usually quality assurance people do not have much coding experience, so initially they need to learn, they need to experiment. So initially a lot of effort is required. So initial investment. Another problem may be code influx. Sometimes it is difficult to automate our legacy system. If system is legacy, too old, So code is not written in keeping in the mind of testability, then it will be very difficult to automate. And there are other human factors also. Fear is involved, company culture. If employees are not encouraged to do interesting work, to do automate and something like that, so they usually do not take that risk towards going automation. So these were some obstacles, but we can overcome these obstacles through culture change, to following the agile scrum approaches. We can overcome these problems. So let's discuss about automation test pyramid. Here you can see in the left side we have uh, very few test cases, automated test cases at unit level, and we have 20% test cases in integration level, and we have left with 70% end-to-end testing, and a lot of manual work is required. Usually, this is happening in the world. At the end, we have a lot of things to check manually, and due to this, quality assurance personnel do not have time for automation. On the other hand, if we automate, if on the right hand side you can see, if we automate unit level test, most 70% we have automated, then we have left with 20% integration test. At the end, you can see we have only 10% end-to-end test, UI level testing. So this is the best approach. This approach should be adopted. So testing strategy should be like this pyramid, as you can see on the right hand side. So currently in Cypress, we have UI level test automations. So we will not discuss about API level and unit level testing. So when we talk about the testing quadrants, we have 4 quadrants. In first quadrant, unit testing is performed, component testing is performed. Unit testing is usually done by developers who write the code, and this is done by using automated test tools. And then in the second quadrant, we have functional tests. So we can automate. Then functional testing, we can do manual testing also, as these are business facing tests. So, on the other hand, we unit level tests and performance testing is technology facing tests, as we use the tools there. In the business facing, we have in quadrant 3 we have manual testing, exploratory testing, usability testing, alpha beta testing. This is performed manually. And then in the last quadrant, we have performance load testing. For performance load testing, we use the mostly JMeter, BlazeMeter tools are used for performance load testing. And security testing is also performed in this quadrant. So this was little bit introduction about uh, some benefits, drawbacks of test automation, test pyramid, and test quadrants. Now move towards the Cypress. In Cypress, it is very famous tool and widely used in quality assurance field. It uses JavaScript and it is open source. Their website is cypress.io. You can visit their website and you can see many things there. For example, have you visited this site, Asim?
Yeah, I already been to this site. I learned a little bit of the Cypress. So
Okay.
I
It's
even
been
I installed the Cypress in my machine. I mean, I can say first I install the Visual Studio Code. After
hmm,
that, I install the Node.js. and
Okay.
after that install the Cypress on the Visual Studio Code by tapping the command npm.
Yes. Okay. Then you know. Then you definitely these things you already know about
Yes,
Cypress features, and so we can quickly jump to the next.
yes,
Okay. Have you written the first test in
yes.
there
I have
and
written the first test. Describe like for the first test, I use the describe and the it command.
okay.
For the
Okay.
describe is just like a test suite, right?
Okay. Yes.
And IT in it we write the test cases in between the in the IT.
It is a function. Yes.
Yeah, it is a function.
Yes. Okay. Yes, we also can do object-oriented in Cypress. We can create the class, we can add the functions, we can export that class, we can use that in because I think code should be in classes. There is you can use also these. As you are
Okay,
currently using .js only, and all the coding is in one file, .js file. So if
okay,
you want to separate code from test cases, you can also create a class. For example, you can create a login class where in login class you can create functions there and username password. So you can call that class. This
okay,
the object-oriented programming you can do that. This is the best approach there. So in Cypress we can do data-driven testing. We can get the data from files, fixtures. We can use data whenever we require in our test cases. So when we were using the files, we use cy.write file, which this command writes into the file. And when we need to read from file, cy.read file is used.
okay.
These are the commands. So have you know about the fixtures?
Fixture is a folder that's all the test cases was stored, data was stored in the fixture, right?
Yes, yes, these are JSON files. So, for example, for login, we can create a data in separate JSON file, username, password. If there is used in many places, we do not need to update in each and every test cases. We need to update only in one fixture file. So this is the
Yes,
benefit by using fixture. Data should be separate from our test cases. So in Cypress, we have Cypress, then we have fixture folder.
yeah.
So in Cypress, we also have the dashboard. In have you checked the dashboard? The dashboard,
Yeah,
have you?
if we can put the command npx and Cypress open, then it's open the Cypress test runner. So that if you run the test case, it shows the whole recording.
A Cypress dashboard is actually web-based. It is runs on cloud.
Yeah, it supports on the any web browsers. Yes.
Okay, yes, definitely, it is best, but it is not free. I think for large number of users, you have to pay. They have the pricing for it. So as you can see here, I have seen on the screenshot here. You can see the how many test cases are passed and how many fails.
Yes.
It
Yes.
also attached the video. Uh, I think you have configured this separate dashboard.
Yes.
Is for this you need to project ID. So you need to run the command nps cypress run record and you need to give the key. Then it will
I
start.
don't know about these steps, so I never done this one.
I think you are confused with the test runner. Test runners is
Yeah.
different. Test runners is actually It's different test and it runs on our local machine, but it runs on cloud, so it's different. NPS
Okay.
Cypress run record mean it will record our test cases on cloud, and all the results will be displayed in the dashboard.
Okay. I don't know about this one, that dashboard thing.
Okay, they have this beautiful dashboard, and other hand, these are for reporting purposes actually. And secondly, if we are not using dashboard, other option is, if you are using locally, then other option is reports. We can create reports within our project.
Okay.
So for reporting, we need to require some npm packages. We need to install Mocha, some reporter, JUnit reporter, and these reporters are required. These packages required. We can configure it. We can install and configure it. Here you can see in Cypress.json, we need to write this code, and then when our test will run, then according our reports will be generated. And we need to configure in plugin index.json file.
Mhm.
These are some configuration for reports generation within our
Okay.
local project. You can also view the HTML reports, and you can use XML files. When you integrate with CI/CD pipeline, Jenkins or Azure DevOps, you can use these
Mm.
XML files. You can view the results there in CI/CD pipeline
Uh-huh.
when you have configured. So in Cypress, if we use Cucumber behavior development, so it provides more flexibility. You know about the BDD approaches.
BDD, no. It's behavior driven development. Okay.
Behavior driven development, it actually uses Gherkin keywords given when then format. For example, I have feature login feature, suppose, and I have given username and password. The English, in English words it is written. For example, in given is the keyword. Given I have username and password. When I click on uh, login button, then is a keyword. Given when and then as a keyword, then it should be on login to dashboard page. These are the keywords that use. Uh, so if you have written the manual test cases by using this approach, you can easily incorporate into BDD approach.
Okay.
That is very handy approach and mostly used in the around the world. So these are some configurations when you need to install the setup Cucumber. First of
Okay.
all, you need to start the Cucumber, and here you can see the plugin. By clicking on this, you can install. After some small configuration, you can use this approach. As you
Okay.
can see the example, login feature file 1. For example, in this case, our feature file is a login, and these features scenario given when and thens are keywords. Feature login, I want to log in to website, scenario website login, and given I open website login page. When I type in username password and I click on sign in button, then dashboard page should be shown. So this is the BDD approach. This is called BDD approach. So we
Okay.
save this as dot feature file. Usually we save the test cases in .js file, but this is a feature file. The extension is dot feature. Here you can see the code snippet. Here you can see the highlighted keywords and this. So this code does enters a username password after it visits the website, enters the username password, clicks on sign button, and visits pages and signouts. This is the Bdd approach. Here you can see that this is the syntax which I have already discussed. In this case, we have step definition file. Step definition we write given I open the website login page and then give the URL when we write some code and when and then we write. As you can see, when you will work in this approach, you will find very easy. It's not difficult. It's easy.
Mhm.
It's easy approach. So here, first of all, for beginners, Cypress provides record and playback feature. Cypress Studio. If you add this code snippet, Experimental Studio true, then it will provide record and playback functionality. You can
Okay.
do record and playback. It is for beginners. So this was a introduction, and if you want more, you can ask me.
No, I'm good right now because I have to look for my project. So they are going to send me the laptop this week. So after that, they told me that I have to go with the Cypress automation with Dockers. So
Okay,
yeah, but definitely I will contact you maybe in 1 or 2 days.
sure.
Okay. After seeing my requirements that match you, then we work together.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. You work on the Dockers, right?
No, I have not worked on Docker,
But you have the
but
experience.
no, I need to learn the Docker. I have not worked
Okay.
before that.
Okay. When I got the my machine, so I will show you the project. Maybe if you know some ideas, if you get some ideas, then we talk about it later.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Thank you so much, Arshad.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, okay, bye.